Hey everyone, welcome back to Gossip Scandals, the channel where we uncover the truth behind Hollywood's biggest controversies. Today we're diving into one of the most shocking scandals in recent television history, the fall of Ellen DeGeneres. Once known as the Queen of Kindness, Ellen built an empire with her talk show, The Ellen DeGeneres Show. But behind the scenes, a very different reality was unfolding. Staff members, former employees, and even celebrities have spoken out about a toxic work environment filled with bullying, intimidation, and fear. How did one of the most beloved TV hosts go from America's sweetheart to one of the most hated figures in Hollywood? Stay tuned as we unravel the truth about Ellen's shocking downfall. But before we begin, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update on the biggest Hollywood scandals. Ellen DeGeneres was once a groundbreaking figure in television. She started her career as a stand-up comedian in the 1980s, quickly making a name for herself with her witty humor and charming personality. Her big break came in 1984 when she starred in the sitcom Ellen, a show that would change television forever. In 1997, Ellen made history by coming out as gay on The Oprah Winfrey Show, and shortly after, her character on Ellen also came out. This was a huge moment for LGBTQ plus representation in Hollywood, but it wasn't without consequences. Ellen faced backlash, lost sponsorships, and even had her show canceled. For a while, it seemed like her career was over. However, in 2003, she made a triumphant comeback with The Ellen DeGeneres Show. The daytime talk show quickly became one of the most popular in television history, running for 19 seasons and winning over 60 daytime Emmy Awards. The show was all about spreading joy, positivity, and laughter. Ellen built her brand on kindness. Her motto was even, "Be kind to one another." But was this kindness real, or was it just an act? For years, there were whispers that Ellen wasn't as nice as she seemed on camera. Hollywood insiders and former employees began sharing stories about her cold and dismissive attitude behind the scenes. Some of these claims seemed minor, such as reports that Ellen didn't allow staff to make eye contact with her, or that she would fire employees for trivial reasons. One of the earliest public allegations came from a bodyguard who worked with Ellen at the 2014 Oscars. He described her as cold and demeaning, saying that she refused to acknowledge his presence even when he was hired to protect her. While this didn't seem like a major scandal at the time, it was one of the first glimpses into the truth behind Ellen's carefully curated public image. Things got worse when comedian Kevin T. Porter tweeted in 2020 that Ellen was one of the meanest people alive and invited people to share their worst experiences with her. The thread quickly went viral, with hundreds of people coming forward with stories of Ellen's rude and dismissive behavior. The real turning point came in July 2020, when BuzzFeed News published an expose featuring testimonies from former and current employees of The Ellen Show. The allegations were shocking. Employees claimed they were fired for taking medical leave or bereavement days. Some were allegedly told not to speak to Ellen directly. Black employees said they faced racist remarks from senior staff members. Others described a workplace environment filled with fear, favoritism, and toxicity. Former employees revealed that the producers and senior executives created a toxic environment where bullying, intimidation, and even sexual misconduct were rampant. While Ellen herself was not directly accused of sexual misconduct, her lack of leadership and willingness to ignore the problems were heavily criticized. The public was outraged. fans felt betrayed, and celebrities who had previously worked with Ellen began distancing themselves from her. Even longtime viewers started questioning whether Ellen's kindness was just a performance. Ellen initially stayed silent as the controversy exploded. When she finally addressed the allegations, her response seemed insincere. She issued an apology email to her staff, claiming that she was unaware of the toxic work environment and promising to do better. However, many people didn't buy it. How could she not know what was happening behind the scenes of her own show? Critics accused her of shifting the blame onto her executive producers, three of whom were fired following an internal investigation. In her first episode back after the scandal, Ellen made a public apology on air. But instead of taking full accountability, she tried to make jokes about it, which only made things worse. Her reputation had already suffered too much damage, and fans weren't convinced by her words. As a result of the scandal, The Ellen Show saw a drastic drop in viewership. In the 2020 to 2021 season, ratings plummeted by 43%. Advertisers began pulling away, and more negative stories about Ellen surfaced. Celebrities like Dakota Johnson and Mariah Carey subtly exposed her rude behavior in interviews, making it clear that the Queen of Kindness was far from kind. By May 2021, Ellen announced that the Ellen DeGeneres show would end after its 19th season. She claimed that the decision had nothing to do with the controversy, but few people believed her. On May 26, 2022, the final episode aired. Ellen tried to make it a heartfelt goodbye, but by then, the damage was done. What was once one of the most beloved talk shows in history ended in disgrace. Since the end of her show, Ellen has kept a relatively low profile. She reportedly spends most of her time at home with her wife, Portia de Rossi, and their many pets. She occasionally makes public appearances, but has mostly stepped away from Hollywood. While she is still a millionaire and lives comfortably, her reputation has been permanently tarnished. Many believe that she will never make a full comeback, as the internet never forgets. So, what can we learn from the Ellen DeGeneres scandal? It's a perfect example of how Hollywood personas can be very different from reality. For years, Ellen portrayed herself as a beacon of kindness, but behind the scenes, things were far from perfect. This scandal also shows the power of social media. Once the truth started coming out, there was no stopping it. Do you think Ellen truly deserved to be canceled, or was the backlash too harsh? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into Hollywood's biggest scandals. We'll see you next time on Gossip Scandals, where the truth always comes out. Until then, stay curious and keep questioning the stars you idolize. See you soon.